All right, we're in the baseball playoff season now, which means, sadly, at least for me, no one's paying attention to the Yankees until they go do something in free agency or hopefully keep their manager. Anyway, they, like us, are at home watching the playoffs, except that is for Alex Rodriguez, who is keeping pretty busy, as you probably know. He's trying to reverse his 211-game suspension for using steroids or HGH or whatever assortment of things he shouldn't have been doing. He's also now suing Major League Baseball for their, get this, unethical and criminal behavior, end quote. I can't make this up. No idea how or if that's going to play out in court here, but A-Rod is also trying to get this case in the court of public opinion, and he's got some help actually making his case there. And Dominic, I saw this, and I know this guy you spoke to today for a whole bunch of different reasons, but how and who finds A-Rod a sympathetic figure? I guess we know our answer.
Well, we do tonight. A-Rod may not be that popular in the court of public opinion, but he does have strong support in some corners, and it's coming from the Latino community, led by longtime Latino leader Fernando Mateo. The group has been protesting outside the offices of Major League Baseball during A-Rod's arbitration hearing, and tonight Mateo makes the case on A-Rod's behalf with us. With a straight face, you're telling us that baseball's highest paid player is the victim of a great injustice.
Yes.
And what is it?
The punishment doesn't fit the crime. It's that simple. If you were to punish him, if you were to find him guilty, first of all, of having committed a crime, you have to go by the punishment that you've given everyone else. You can't you can't pull a punishment out of a hat and say, you know what, because you are the highest paid baseball player on the planet, you're going to be suspended accordingly. No, it doesn't work that way. You know, we look for justice in anything that pertains to the Hispanic community, as far as I'm concerned. There's a lot of injustice being committed. Alex Rodriguez has been tested for steroid use and human growth hormones more than any other player in baseball since 09 or 04, since they started testing people. And he has never tested positive. So because you have a thug, a drug dealer, by the name of Bosch, who injects kids, high school kids, with steroids, okay, and that Major League Baseball accused him as being a thug, a criminal. They called him every name in the book and said that he deserves to be in jail. All of a sudden, they pay him millions, and he becomes a star witness against A-Rod? Come on, there's a kangaroo court.
To a lot of people, it may sound like you're going towards the race card here.
Absolutely not. I'm the last guy that will play the race card. I've never said that this is a racist issue. I've always said it's an injustice. I'm not saying, and I want to make it very clear, not to punish the guy if he is found guilty. I'm not saying, you know what, say, oh, A-Rod, everything's okay. Absolutely not. If he committed the crime, punish him accordingly. Because you and I have a fist fight and I knock you out, you can't sentence me to 10 years in jail. It doesn't fit the crime. You can sentence me to 3 months in jail, a year in jail. You know, he didn't kill anybody, you know, to do a life sentence or to be sent to the electric chair, which is what they're trying to do with him. Listen, the Yankees made the wrong decision 10 years ago. The guy was 34 years old. They gave him a 10-year contract, or 32. Gave him a 10-year contract. You know that as a baseball player ages, he's not going to be as productive anymore. So he's an aging player that's not producing enough to justify 5 years and $100 million that's left on his contract. Randy Levine has meticulously figured out how to team up with Bud Selig and try to get this guy out of the game. And it's not going to happen.
So what is a fair resolution to this situation?
Look at what you've done with everyone else, including Braun. Braun was punished the most amount of games, 65 games. It's a lot of games. Everyone else was 50 games. and they tested positive for steroid use. A-Rod has not tested positive. What are you convicting him of? Of being associated with a guy that's a thug? You know, the people that associated themselves with Bernie Madoff aren't all thugs. You know, the people that associate themselves with certain people sometimes don't know what these people are really doing. But you know what? He is the star witness, this drug dealer who belongs in jail and who was paid by Major League Baseball and possibly even the Yankees, is the star witness to condemn a guy that hasn't tested positive for anything.
Do you believe that A-Rod may have played his last game as a New York Yankee?
I certainly believe not. I hope not. I believe that, you know, he's an asset to the team. I think that he's got a lot more to give. And I think he'll eventually break everybody's record. You know, how many ball players have not used steroids? That's the question. And during what era did all this happen? Why is Bud Selig still the commissioner of Major League Baseball? If he were the police commissioner of New York, he would have been fired a long time ago.
Well, Mateo says perhaps some punishment. I saw the looks on you guys' faces for Mr. A-Rod, but not the full 211 games as recommended by Major League Baseball. Now, Richard Mateo also says that A-Rod does a lot for the community. I know you don't want to hear it, but we have to point it out.
A-Rod, yeah.
Wow, that's tough.
Oh,
like spending millions to build fields for kids and rebuilding the Boys and Girls Clubs down in Miami for the children. So,
Yeah.
hey guys,
I gotta hit my hip waders up here a little bit more. It's getting high here.
it helps. It helps. I'm the only one that has a little sympathy here.
Yeah, you are the only one. All right, Dominic, thank you. We're gonna wrap things up when we return.